If you have closed your eyes until now, here are more facts that will wake you up. Come and see what's happening in Canada. You thought it wouldn't come to you. If you have closed your eyes until now, here are more facts that will wake you up. Come and see what is happening in Berlin, the capital of Germany. Did you also think for a moment that this is not Europe? If you are still not convinced that Islamization is spreading, come see and hear more things. Hear what Geert Wilders has to say about Erdogan, the president of Turkey.
Today, I have a message for the Turks. Your government is fooling you into believing that one day you will become a member of the European Union. Well, forget it.
That's how we let it happen.
British Islamic researcher and jurist Haitham al-Haddad said in a panel that dealt with the lives of Muslims in Western countries that the situation of Muslims in Britain and the West is much better than it was.
Look now, who imagines that we have Islam channel, Iman channel, Iqra TV, all in the UK. This was not there 20 years ago, alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah Jalla wa'ala. Look at, mashallah, our brothers and sisters. If you go outside, you think that you are in a second Afghanistan, but you are in Londonistan, okay? So it is really amazing, overwhelming. So don't ever, my brothers and sisters, don't look at yourself as a subjugated minority. We are the leaders of the humanity, and we should look at ourselves as we have something to offer.
We are glad that you came back to hear more facts about the Islamization that is spreading around the world and sweeping innocent people with it. Without anyone noticing, every day thousands of young people change their religion to Islam. And this is how it looks.
Last messenger. Welcome to Islam, my brother.
I bear witness.
I bear witness.
That there is no God.
There is no God.
Worthy of worship.
Worthy of worship.
Except Allah.
Except Allah.
And that Muhammad.
That Muhammad.
Is his final.
Is his final.
And last messenger.
Last messenger.
Welcome to Islam, my brother.
If you still don't understand what the problem is with young people who want to be associated with the religion of Islam, let's see the lies they tell children and innocent people. In a video that will be revealed in a moment, Youssef Haddad, a social activist in the Arab sector, presents the big lie of the Palestinians.
You know what? I'm not surprised that a Palestinian woman lied and said that IDF soldiers raped a woman in Gaza. This is something that is not unique. They lie all the time. But do you know how far they're willing to lie? Get this. So, as you clearly see, this is the Big Ben, yeah? Everyone knows that the Big Ben, since ever, it was in London. But according to a Palestinian woman, which after that every Palestinian started sharing, this clock was actually stolen from Palestine. From Palestinians. I am not joking.
اليوم بدي احكي لكم عن ساعة بيج بن اللي في بريطانيا. هلا فيش واحد بروح على لندن الا يروح يشوف ساعة بيج بن. هذه ساعة بيج بن إلنا لفلسطين للفلسطينيين. كانت بالقدس بباب الخليل.
Palestinian claims that the Big Ben was stolen from them. This is the reality, guys. They lie and lie and lie. But you know what's even sadder? That they're imbeciles that they believe their lies. What a shame.
Now that we understand the problem, you should look at some data and facts. In the program Inside Story, the host of the program, Sami Zaidan, presents the demographic numbers of Islam in Europe, which are increasing day by day and causing Islamization to spread at high speed.
Welcome back. Well, Western Europe is home to 15 million Muslims, most of them under 30 years of age. Now, while you could argue that some of them came to Europe looking for a better life and have found it, life still is far from ideal for many. Let's look closely at some of the countries in question here. In Belgium, there are around 400,000 Muslims, or 4% of the total population. They complain of discrimination, especially against women, and high levels of unemployment. In France, there are about 6 million Muslims. That's about 9% of the total population. They live mainly in poor suburbs. Their children face a ban on headscarves in state schools since the religious symbols law was introduced in 2004. Well, Muslims in Germany number about 3 million, or slightly more than 3.5%. Until recently, they were considered guest workers, but steps are being taken to improve their integration into German society. Finally, the UK has the oldest Muslim community in Europe. There are about 2 million Muslims living there. Around half of them were born in the UK. They also say they face high levels of unemployment and low levels of education.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope we helped you see and examine the correct and true reality. Welcome to another new video on the subject of Islamization. In this episode, we will again bring facts and present the real reality that is happening on the ground. In the following video, we can hear the British author Douglas Murray talking to Julia Hartley Brewer about the speed with which radical Islam is spreading in Britain, which is reflected in actions that encourage terrorism in the streets.
Well, that's one of the things, Julia, that I take away from this. This is why I say I don't recognize our country anymore. I really don't. I don't know why we have given in to Islamists and terrorists. I don't know why we've done it. Why is it that Saturday after Saturday, people parade through the streets of London, calling for jihad, praising Hamas, praising terrorists, and clambering over and defiling our sacred war monuments? Why do they get to do that every Saturday? I don't care. I'm not going to shut up. I'll continue speaking. This is my country. London is my city, and I expect to be able to do what I want in my city. But why is it that we have Hamas supporters and all these others who defile our monuments, defile our country, hate our countries, literally spit on our country week after week, but you're not allowed to show solidarity with the Jews or with Israel? I think it's appalling, because I know one thing for sure, Julia. The people who hate the Israelis, the people who hate the Jews, the people who we're watching at the moment marching through central London, they hate Britain as much as they hate Israel. It's just that Britain is first. We're all going to be next. So I'd say Stand up in whichever way you can. The idea that we have to keep giving in and that this society, of all societies, Julia, we used to be a resilient society in Britain. The country we were brought up in, our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation, were resilient people. We don't have to show that much resilience these days. We just need to show a bit of backbone. Where is it, Britain? Where have you gone?
To show how Douglas Murray's words are expressed, here is a video from the street market in the city of Bradford, located in the United Kingdom. Yes, this is the reality, and maybe you will be surprised, but not only there it happens, but all over Europe, for example. Here is another video that shows exactly what the streets of Denmark look like these days. Thank you very much for watching the video. We hope you found this video helpful. On our YouTube channel, you can find more interesting content and all this to show the real reality.